Hi, my name is Jack Wilcox, and I want to thank you all for having me here today. I'm not used to standing behind podiums. I'm used to being out here and just wherever you want. But I got some cards today because I know I have to keep it short, so I want to make sure I got to the right point. I'm very humbled and honored to be here today at the East Alton Rotary Club. I'm very grateful for this opportunity to be able to speak to you about my passion and my vision for Madison County and the horrible, we call it a heroin epidemic, but I call it now an opiate epidemic because of the recent things that have been happening in the area. The prescription drugs are being abused big time, and so now I call it the opiate crisis. I'm just a little guy in this thing. People like Ty, Beckel, and some other people in the area, they're more the big guys in this. I'm just a little dude, and I'd like to thank Ty, although he just took off. Thanks, Ty, for being my friend. I'm very grateful for that, and I'm honored to call him my friend today. Just Keep Walkin officially became a 501(c)(3) this past April after personally being affected by this crisis at the end of 2015. And this is what happened. I got a phone call the day after Thanksgiving in 2015. It was November the 27th. I just talked to my son on Thanksgiving Day, and we made arrangements to give him a call back. He was back in Dayton, whereas my hometown is Dayton, Ohio. When I got that phone call at 5:45 on that Friday evening, the person on the other end of the line said, "I'm sorry to tell you, but your son has just died of a heroin overdose." And this is my son. That's what happens to you when you do too much heroin. So now I had to come up with a name for the group because I promised my family at the funeral that we were going to do something. I didn't know what, but something was going to happen. And so I started this group called it Just Keep Walkin. I came up with the name through a Christian artist named Toby Mack. He had a song out, was called Move, Keep Walkin'. And so I just took the move off the front, put the just in front of it, and that was the name of the group. Today we have a support group, grief support group meeting on Thursday nights at Alton Memorial Hospital. We have people as far away from Jerseyville and Jersey County, from Carlinville, that come to the meeting. It's at 6:30 on Thursday nights, which is actually tonight. Our first meeting is in the end of July. Also, through that, because of the phone call that I got, I wanted to do something to try to prevent people from getting that phone call. So I got into helping people get into treatment. I've probably helped somewhere in the neighborhood of 37, 38 people get into treatment since last October. It's very difficult today to try to find treatment for people because the state's broke and the state keeps shutting down treatment centers. Treatment centers are now not taking Medicare, Medicaid cards. And in fact, there's 3 detox centers in the area here in Illinois, and 2 of them have absolutely quit taking Medicare, Medicaid, at all, period. So it's getting very difficult to find places for people to go. So I tried to bring awareness to this situation. One of the things I did was, I was in the shower one day and I got out of the shower and all of a sudden somebody says, well, you're going to walk to Springfield. And I looked up and I said, you're out of your mind. I am not walking to Springfield. I did. I walked from Alton to Springfield. It was 3 days, 75.5 miles, 122,636 steps. The only reason I know that is because I almost blew my Fitbit up on the way up here. It went crazy. And that's probably the most steps in a day I'd ever see on that thing again. But it's okay. We also have a radio show. Ty and I do a radio show on riotradiorocks.com. It was the first local recovery radio show. The studio's in Collinsville. We do it on every Wednesday night at 5 o'clock. We do it from 5 to 6. We've had people like the state's attorney, Tom Gibbons, the coroner, Steve Nunn's been on our show twice. Chris Coyne, who's the DARE officer in the area, has been on the show twice. We've had numerous other guests. I had one of the girls that I helped get into treatment. I actually got her on a train New Year's Eve to go to treatment in Chicago to a place called Haymarket Treatment Center. And she's doing very, very well. I had her on the show about 3 weeks ago. And so that's one of the other things we do. I do stuff like this. I speak all the time. Although I'm not real good at it, but I do it anyway. I got some signs in my yard. Somebody told me to put some signs in my yard. If you ever go up Milton Road, you'll see my signs. I'm right across the street from the tattoo shop. One of them says, heroin sucks. Need help, give me a call. And the other one says, real help for real addicts. I've had about 18 phone calls just from them signs being out in my front yard. And out of them 18 calls, probably 7 of them have actually went to treatment out of those signs. So that's not a bad deal. We have a 7-member board, including Jake Simmons, the chief of police, and Alton. I have Jason Ford, who is a clinical supervisor at Gateway Treatment Centers in Caseyville. Jason Harrison, everybody knows Jason Harrison if you're from Alton around this area. If you don't know Jason Harrison, you need to know Jason Harrison. He's an awesome, awesome dude. He's on my board. I got 2 pastors on my board. My daughter, my son-in-law, and my fiance here. So what else do I try to do? My biggest thing that I try to do is spread vision and spread hope and spread real dreams for addicts, alcoholics, and also for people that are grieving and have lost people to this crisis. I help addicts. I help them find a solution. One of the things that our group is trying to do, and this is a very controversial thing, I'm trying to start a clean needle exchange program. Everybody gets back and they say, why are you going to do that? All you're going to do is give clean needles to addicts. Yeah, but the benefits far outweigh the dangers. The one thing is, the spread of hepatitis C is a big, big deal. You see a heroin addict that's been doing heroin for years and years and years, if they're an IV user, and that's the thing, everybody thinks everybody uses heroin, they shoot it in their arm. Well, no, you can snort it, or they even got pills that you can take, or they eat it. One or the other. Hepatitis C is the one thing. The other thing is I'm working with the Salvation Army in Alton, trying to get it together with them so they can help me out so I can have a place to do this. Working with them really hard. Although they just got new commanders this month, so I'm trying to get together with them so we can get together and get this thing on the roll. We also, another benefit is that I get into a relationship with these people. So when I'm driving around Alton or wherever it is, East Alton, you know, in the Madison County area, if I see them on the side of the road, I can stop by and ask them, you know, you doing okay? Is everything all right? Do you need some help? And also through the Salvation Army, they can also get through some of their programs where they would never be able to have that opportunity. So there's a lot of good things about the Clean Needle Exchange program. More community involvement. This is some of the things that we need to do. More community involvement, forums at middle schools and high schools, walks, rallies, education promotions on TV, radio, and newspapers, and etc. The bottom line for drug and alcohol problem is that drugs and alcohol, and you're going to not believe I'm going to say this, drugs and alcohol is not really the problem. The problem is a life problem. See, I've been in recovery for a long period of time. And once I got rid of the drugs and alcohol, my problems went away. And why is that? Because I no longer have that fear of the unknown. See, it's all about the fear of the unknown. Drug addicts and alcoholics, that's their friend. That's what gets them through life. That's the reason why they're doing what they're doing. It's that fear of the unknown. They don't know what it's going to be like when they don't drink and they don't drug no more. And so when you get rid of that fear and you show them a different way of life and give them the opportunity to have a different way of life, then that fear goes away. It's a learning process just like anything else. A guy told me one time, he says, and this is when I was really struggling, I was trying so hard to get clean and sober, I couldn't do it. I kept going to meetings, and I was like a revolving door. I was in and out, and in and out, and in and out. He come up to me, he says, if you're tired of the rat race, then quit being a rat. Well, I thought the old sucker just called me a damn rat. Well, no. What he was trying to tell me is if I quit doing the things I'm doing and quit chasing the things I'm trying to chase, then I won't have to go and do that stuff no more. I won't be in that rat race no more. So therefore, I won't have to be a rat anymore. It's all about a control issue. When I quit lying, cheating, and stealing, and I turned my life over to God, then my biggest fears went away. As a child, I was mentally abused by my father. I was called all kinds of names, jackass, jerk. You'll never amount to nothing. See, the price tag we put on, the world puts on us, is identical to the price tag we put on ourselves. You cannot consistently perform in a manner that is inconsistent with the way you see yourself. See, vision is the key for me. There are many gifts. There have been many gifts given to me through sobriety. I still have my job, and I've had it for 13 and a half years. I have a house now. I've mended relationships, among other things. But the best thing is that I've been able to help people. I've been able to help them find the same solution that I found. See, I was told long ago that I had to be invisible. I had to let other people see in so that I could see out. Other people could see what was going on with me, what I couldn't see and I couldn't feel, because I drank and I drugged over that. That's what I drank and drugged over. And when I quit the drinking and the drugging, then they were able to show me and tell me exactly all the things that was going on with me. And then I could see it, and then I could deal with it without having to drink and drug anymore. And then there's the other saying, you can't keep it if you don't give it away. And so I have to, in order for me to keep what I got today, I have to give it away. Hope and dreams. I tell newcomers all the time when they come into a meeting, stick around until the miracle happens. Stick around until that first miracle happens. When you go in my house is full of hope and dreams. When you first come in the door, you're going to see this up on the wall. It says, when the world says, give up, hope whispers, give it one more try. When you go in my bathroom, you'll see this on the wall. It says, dream until dreams come true. In my living room, after I get it painted, you'll see this one. If you believe in yourself, anything is possible. See visions, dreams, big hearts, passions, hard work awareness, thinking out of the box, and last but not most importantly, spirituality is what we need to win this war, because we are in a war. Above my office in my house, I got this sign that says the Addiction War Room, and I got war in big letters, and it's in gold. We can talk about it, we can do things about it, events, radio shows, meetings, signs, shirts, etc. But it all boils down to doing the right things for these people that can't do things for themselves. And in the end, I'll leave you with this saying. It is from Maya Angelou. It says, people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. That's all I got. Thank you.